Okay, so if we want to do number 34 in 12.5, which gives us two functions, f of x is 2x squared minus x minus 3, and g of x is 2x minus 3. And then they ask us to determine a bunch of things, like what's f plus g, what's f minus g, what's f times g, what's f over g, and what's f of g. Presumably these all in the book have of x's on them, right? Okay, so I'm wondering, how do I do f plus g of x?
Grab the two of them together.
Yeah, really this should be, okay. So I'm thinking kind of, all right, f plus g of x
is equal to 2x squared plus x minus 6.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, is, okay, so I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be f of x plus g of x, right? This, by the way, is just a definition of what those symbols mean. Really, there's no other way to add functions. I don't know how else I would do it other than just doing each function and adding the result. So to add the functions, I should just put in my rule for f, right? And then I should add my rule for g. You guys see that? Maybe with parentheses like this, right? But of course, the parentheses aren't at all necessary, right?
Nope.
So what do I get?
X squared plus x minus 6. I mean 2x squared plus x minus 6, sorry.
Okay, so I get 2x squared. Why did you get a plus x?
Because it's negative x plus 2x.
Perfect. We're just combining like terms, right?
Yep.
And then
Minus 6.
minus 6. You guys all see that?
Yes.
Okay, so how do I do part B? Part B says I should do f minus g of x.
In this case, if it was possible to factor that, would you want us to or not?
I don't care. If I was trying to solve f plus g of x equals 12 or something, then maybe that would be a good idea. But until that's kind of forced upon me, I'm going to go with this. All right, so I want to do f minus g of x. What should that be?
F of x minus g of x?
Yeah, really, and the thing we mean by this symbol is we really mean f of x minus g of x. Okay, and this is the part where you can screw stuff up. So what's f of x?
2x squared minus x minus 3.
Okay, that's 2x squared minus x minus 3. That part should be chill, right? That's my f.
To subtract 2x minus 3. So
Yeah, I need to
subtract 2x and add 3.
Yeah, I need to subtract the whole quantity 2x minus 3. Right? Which will really mean that I'm doing 2x squared minus x minus 3 minus 2x plus 3. Now what?
Which is 2x squared minus 3x.
Okay, and this is 2x squared minus 3x. And this one I could certainly factor, right? But I'm not going to. Cool? All right, so that was A. That's B. All right. How do I multiply? So what would f times g of x be?
F of x times g of x?
Yeah, should be defined. And the only reasonable way, right, to define the symbol would be, okay, take f of x, multiply that by g of x. Okay, what's f of x?
The 2x squared thing.
Yeah, the 2x squared thing. So 2x squared minus x minus 3. What's g?
2x minus 3.
Okay, and I should be whatting these two things together?
Multiplying.
Multiplying. Okay.
Do you
Now-
actually want us to multiply it out?
Or can we say that's close enough?
Not really, but I think the spirit of this problem is to multiply it out, right?
Okay, so you want 4x to the third
Okay, so if we multiply it out, we get 4x to the third minus
2x squared
2x squared
minus 6x
minus 6x
minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 9.
Cool. And then we should add these together.
Mhm.
So we should get 4x cubed minus 8x squared, oops, minus 3x plus 9.
Like, have fun factoring that one if you want to.
Well, so if you want to factor that
You
one,
can.
actually it should be pretty easy to factor out something, right? I don't want to factor this by grouping. But I just did something stupid, right? In some reasonable sense. If I was trying to factor this, I really should have tried to factor just this piece, right? By the AC method or something, maybe? Because I already had one thing factored out of it. Multiplying this out is not a good step for factoring, right? Okay, so maybe it was a bad idea to multiply it out. But the problem seemed to imply that we should. So. All right, how about D? What's F over G?
F of x over g of x.
Okay, so F over G of X. So again, the only reasonable way to define this would be to do F of X divided by G of X. Okay, so what's F?
X, 2x squared minus x minus 3.
Okay, and G is,
2x minus 3.
okay, so,
You could try to factor the top to see if you can cancel anything.
we could try to factor the top to see if we could cancel, or we could even try,
Multiplying top and bottom by 2x minus 3.
Oh,
don't do that, that'll make things horrible. That'll introduce something that we could have canceled, right? The other thing we could try is, instead of factor and cancel, we could try polynomial division.
Oh, yeah.
Should maybe remember from Algebra 1, but probably not. Okay, let's pretend we tried and couldn't factor anything out. Let's just leave that the way it is. Cool? You may try to factor the top. Okay.
How to do polynomial division?
I don't want to talk about it right this instant. We can learn in a second if you want. All right, how about E? What's F composed with G? How the hell do I calculate that?
It's, you put G where X is in F.
Nice. Yeah, awesome. So we think to ourselves, all right, F composed with G of X, right? Means that I should do G first to X and then do F afterwards, right? You guys see that? Really, a way I could think about this symbol is take G and stick it in for F in X, or sorry, stick it in for X in F, right? That's how I would do it if G of X was like 2, right? I would go find the rule and shove 2 in for all the X's. So I could actually do that, and if you're going to do that, I advise that you take the rule for F. Maybe let's just kind of off to the side think, okay, if I'm going to do F to something, right? So first things first, just take your rule, write the name down, put a box in the input space, and then write the rule down with a box instead of the X's. So this would be 2 times whatever's in the box squared minus whatever's in the box plus 3, right? So literally all I did here was I took the rule from over there and I wrote box equals X and stuck that in. And I just swapped all the X's for boxes. Okay, but now this helps me because if I want to do f of g, I could put the rule for g into the box. So that'd be a 2x minus 3 in here. And then I could just, oh, if I put it in the box over there, it should be in the box over here. And then I'll have to make sure that my boxes get parentheses on them. Right? But otherwise, this is pretty chill. So I'll get twice. Okay, that was 2x minus 3 in the box. And I was whatting the box?
Squaring.
Squaring. And then I should be subtracting 2x minus 3. And then adding 3, right? You guys see that? Let's put the rule for g in for the x's in f.
Could we just put G in for the box?
Yeah, sure. Right? That's the same thing. Then you'd have to sub the rule in later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine. Okay, so what do I do with this stuff now?
Multiply it out.
Yeah, probably multiply it out. Okay, so, ooh, nasty. See, so this is going to be twice. What's 2x minus 3 quantity squared?
4x squared minus 9.
4x squared
Minus 9. Oh,
No.
My bad.
plus 9. What else did you lose?
Boy,
Don't be doing this. It's the end of the semester.
Almost the end of the semester.
Oh, it's
You should be foiling, right? Where'd your cross terms go, you crazy? Yeah, you should be ashamed. So, we should remember our cross terms, which are going to be minus 6x and then another minus 6x. So there's a minus 12x there that you shouldn't lose. I hope you were. And then we should have minus 2x plus 3 plus 3.
Multiply the 2 through.
Then we should distribute the 2 through. So we've got 8x squared minus 24x.
That's a minus 3 at the end, by the way.
Like the term
What's
plus
the
3.
minus? Oh, it
Yeah.
is minus 3. Whoops, my bad. Those are all minus. Okay, so we got 8x squared minus 24x.
Minus 18.
Plus 18. Minus 2x plus 3 minus.
Minus 2x. Where'd the rest go?
They cancel out to 0.
Okay, so those two cancel. That's an additive cancel, right? Okay, so then what do I do?
Put the minus 2x with the x with the minus 24x.
Okay, so I get 8x squared minus
6.
26x plus 8. Okay,
Yay, all of this.
cool. Other things? Questions about any of these?